Hey everyone, I'm Lamont Gilchrist. www.lgfitnessmessiah.com is my webpage. Lamont Gilchrist, Lifetime Natural Pro Bodybuilder on Facebook, and Lamont Gilchrist, all caps, on Instagram. Today is New Year's Eve, and I know there's a lot of New Year's resolutions going on. And a lot of them, and most of them, probably will have to do with changing things that we don't like about ourselves, getting in shape, exercising, kicking old habits, a lot of different issues of that nature. I'm going to share with my audience some of the principles of the things that I help people do in my profession and athletes do, and also myself, to make certain changes. Change, once again, is really hard, especially if you get into a pattern or you're so used to doing something. You're changing eating habits, and it's a chemical dependency, as well as it can be a physical, and it can be a mental and a spiritual dependency on gluttony and foods and all those particular things like that. So it can go many different levels. So you have to chip away at all the little levels. So when athletes come to me, usually high school, collegiate, professional athletes, they want to improve on something, or they want to get better at something so that it gives them a better opportunity to perform at a much higher level. So I'll start off my assessment. We go through our trials, we do our agilities, our sprints, we do our strength, we do our coordination. I take a look to see if there's things that they may be doing as far as like getting too far over, too far, not good with balance, don't have good hips. So there's a lot of different things that I'm evaluating when I'm evaluating athletes or people that come to me with a capacity saying they want to improve on something. Especially I'm using athletes as an example, because in most cases they're willing to do just about anything to be better at what it is that they want to do. So after we get done with the assessment or evaluation, I usually sit down and have a talk with them. And at this time is where I usually flip a switch on inside their head. And I hope that this switch flips on inside your head. Why waste time harping and beating yourself over the head at something that you may not be good at? A lot of things are genetics, inherited, talent, natural ability. So why beat yourself over the head on things that you're not good at? And at that time, you usually blow their mind. Well, I want to get better and all this other thing. To get better, and this is pretty simple, and this is my philosophy about getting better. Be more consistent and great at the things that you are good at. You know? And they're like, oh. Yeah, they have specialist pass rushers. They have specialists that do particular things. You don't have to improve in every aspect. You just have to be great at the things that you are good at. And the things that you are okay at, be good at. And the things that you are below average, be okay at. You know, if you move everything up and bump everything up the chart, you will show vast improvement in any aspect of your life. Then to focus on the things that you're not good at. I mean, it's such a hard concept because people want to be well-rounded and want to be able to say that they can do a lot of things especially athletes, they're very hard. They want to be the best at everything. I use LeBron James. He's big. He's a specimen. He's just made a scoring title. The quickest to the point margin that he's at right now at his age, and a lot of things going on. And a lot of people will debate me up and down. But he's not a better scorer than Kobe Bryant. And I don't even know if Michael Jordan is. But, that's up to debate. I think Kobe had a better long range. Mike was more aggressive going to the hole. That's just my argument. I have these arguments, debates with people about greatness. But then you look at Steph Curry, and you look at a lot of different people who develop things that have made them MVPs and great and good at. That's what you do to be better, especially in exercising, fitness, all these other things. I attack the things that I am weak at because in my mind, I want to improve and I want to get better. But the things that I am good at, I shine at the things that I'm good at. I make sure that I shine at the things that I'm good at. Whenever I do something that I'm good at, there ain't too many people on this planet that can do it as good as I do, in my head at least. And that's how you should feel about the things that you're good at. And the more things that you're good at and that you shine at, the less obvious your flaws are at the things that you're not so good at, while you're just bringing them up to okay. If you bring bad up to okay, that's like bringing an F up to a C. You can be passing in that. But if you're strong at the top, at the things that you're confident, that you're strong in, that you know that you're good at, you pull everything up. But when you start spending too much time down here, debating and worry about down here, and let up here slip, then you're not so good around the board anyway. Be focused and know what it is that you're trying to accomplish and understand your limitations. Which brings me to my next subject, because this is going to not be a long video, but a talking video. When you are sitting in these programs or when you're getting ready to make a change, know who you are. That's a huge, huge, huge hurdle or tool to use. So if you know what you're good at and if you know who you are, get an understanding. Some people have more slow twitch muscle fibers than fast twitch muscle fibers. So things done in the slow twitch, things that are going to be done with endurance, things that are going to take more oxygen, that's going to be done at a longer capacity, that's going to change through all the different energy sources. If you are strong at that and you exercise at that in that particular pace, you are going to improve your overall ability. And then if you do some explosion things, some things work with your B2 muscle fibers and other things and stuff like that, you will increase your ability. That if you try to go and put on heavy weight and try to do explosive stuff and sprints and things like that, you are going to tear something, you're going to rip something, or you go hurt yourself. Until you get the things that you are good at, get those things all in line, then you can explore some of the things that you're not so dominant or that your body don't allow you to do because of limitations. People with limitations understand this. They understand how to move on. People with one arm understand how to use things and do it with one arm. People with one leg understand that. If you sit up and dwell on, I got one arm, I got one leg, then your good leg and your good arm waste away. That's what I mean about being realistic and knowing who you are with your abilities. Then have a good understanding of where it is you're trying to go and see if that matches who you are. Don't come to me running those 5'7". I have guys that come to me and say, I'm trying to go to the league, and they get on it and they put their hand down and they run 5'7", and they say they want to play running back. And I had to break them the bad news. But unless they change the NFL, or unless they change collegiate football, you ain't fast enough. I ain't being mean. That's the standard. You know, they told me when I was getting ready, before I told my hamstrings and stuff, people used to always tell me, oh, you ain't tall enough. You ain't tall enough. So you know what I did? I made myself taller. How did I do that? I went from my height to jumping 43 inches into the air. Now, I'm 6'4". Because a 6'4" guy that jumped 30-some inches, which is great, we the same height when the ball in the air. So that's how I tackled my problem and solved the solution to the things that I needed to do. But I did that because I understood that I was explosive and I could do that. So I would beat up DBs. Big DBs, you're not quick enough. I use my quickness, my agility to beat you at break. So you can't run hitches, goes, out, curls on me. If you go deep, I run 4-3, 4-2. I'm strong, I'm going to bump you, I'm going to get an arm in there because I know what I do. So I know who I am as a corner. I don't jump passes. I don't jump and try to pick interceptions. I'm going to cover, shut you down. You won't throw it. The quarterback don't want to throw in that window. If I happen to pick it and get my hand on it, it's going back the other way. They know it, I know it. But that's how corners and people know who they are in their sports and respect the sports and the things that they do. That's how you need to know who you are, just a general person, in trying to get in shape or the things that you're trying to do to make changes in your life, no matter whatever it is. So be realistic with yourself. Know who you are. Know your abilities and disabilities. Work on your strengths. Be great at things you're good at. Things that you're okay, be good at. Things that you're not so good at, be okay at. Bring everything up. Don't worry about the bottom. It'll mess with your head, mess with your brain. And as you develop, you'll find ways to compensate for the things that you're not able to do and the abilities that you don't have. Trust me. That's called evolution, and that's part of our life. I hope this helped. My name is Lamont Gilchrist. Have a safe New Year's. I hope you reach your goals. And remember, it's one day at a time. You don't have to finish the race on day one. If you plan on running this race forever and being healthy and getting your life right. It's one day at a time. One breath at a time. One rep at a time. One workout at a time. You know, and you fall off and you get back up. Be brave. Be great at what you're good at. And be even better than what you're great at. Be the elite at what you're great at. And let your strengths pull you through to resolving whatever issues that you may be facing or you might have. And make you a more enlightened and better person. Thanks.